Hello everyone, welcome back to MeTech Gaming. My name is Roland and today I'll be playing MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. So I just saw this game come out. I have no previous experience with MechWarrior games or with games that are similar to this one. But I said, why not try it out? I remember there was this cartoon when I was a kid. I have no idea what's it called. I was so small. And it was about mechs fighting, and I always found that very intriguing. So I said, why not try it out? Yeah, that's about it. Let's see what the options are here, because I didn't this is the first time I'm into the game, so I didn't change anything. I want to do it on screen so you can see it, you know. I always try to be as raw as possible. 1080p, because my monitor is 1080p. I have a 240Hz monitor. I'm mostly that FPS guy, you know. I want all those frames, so I don't really care about resolution. Yeah, you get the point. Let's see. These are the default settings. Let's see how it'll go. I'll leave it like this, and then we'll see. Just you know, I want to see how the game works. As I said before, FPS is the main game here for me. It always has been. So we'll see how that goes. If I feel like it's moving a little bit slowly, I will turn down the difficulties. So let's go ahead and start a new campaign. What is this? Instant action, whatever. Let's start a new campaign. Also, I still remember when I was a kid, I used to have this Lego set, and all I would build was mechs. Just robots, mechs, robots, mechs. I would build one, play with it for 2 or 3 days, okay, tear it down, build a new one. So, yeah, let's see. Let's see how it goes. Okay, we are loading. Cavalier base. Deberry Prime. Deberry Prime? Oh, that's just 1,000 years from now. No biggie. I'm sure we'll be healthy and well by then. No, we're not gonna be. I don't think we're gonna be around in that year. But who knows? Who knows?
Commander Mason, please report to the hangar for testing.
Oh, holy moly. Ooh. Sensitivity is super high. Is this game capped? Is this game's FPS? I don't think they're capped, because I saw a review before I started the game, but holy moly, the sensitivity is way too high. Let's go with less than half. Okay. Okay, this feels better. Yeah, it still feels kind of high, so I'm gonna go even lower. Okay, this feels more manageable. It's still so high though. It's like that's just me. I like I'm a low sensitivity guy. Oh look. Where's the music coming from? Look at those monitors, man. Oh. Lappy toppy. Oh, what's that? What's that? Oh. Oh. Okay, whatever. Oh, hello. I can feel there's a little bit of a delay there, so let's go. Effects, texture, qualities. Let's go with high. Okay, I'll restart it eventually. Let's just go with high. Confirm all those settings. Yeah, I'm gonna restart the game because I really want to like get it good, and then we'll see how it goes. Okay, let's start up the game. supposed to have some strategic elements to it also, which sounds good. Sounds good, man. It sounds good. So we're gonna see.
In 2108,
Oh,
humanity
there you go.
began colonizing the stars.
Why didn't this work first time?
Their reach would eventually span a vast region of space known as the Inner Sphere. During its golden age, under the governance of the Star League, the Inner Sphere experienced unprecedented peace, prosperity, and technological advancement. But with a great rise comes a great fall. Beset by greed and mistrust, humanity splintered. The Star League crumbled. Technological advancement slowed. The great houses, each vying for supremacy, turned on one another, engaging in a series
like
of
they always do,
known as the Succession Wars. Amidst this chaos, mercenaries became the proxy forces for the great houses. Numerous battlefields sprung up across the Inner Sphere, dominated by hulking war machines known as battle mechs. The year is now 3015, and these steel behemoths have become the tools of the mercenaries' trade. It's a lucrative time, yet one beset with perils of all kinds. Only the most skilled and brave among them will rise to become legend.
Okay. Okay, it was pretty cool. The guy's voice was very intense. Okay, let's see how this feels now. I think I'm gonna leave the settings the same, however it'll feel, and we'll go from there. Pick up the helmet, soldier.
Commander Mason, please report to the hangar for testing. The Centurion is waiting for you.
I'm here. What's up? Okay, I have to wait.
There you are. Come on, everyone's waiting. Get to the Centurion at the far end of the hangar and we'll get started.
Okay, Nikolai. Can I jump? Can I? Okay. Looks like I'll have to wait. Come on, open sesame. Gotta say, it's looking good, man. It's looking good. This is mine. Okay, let's see what we got here, man. Ooh. Looks like a gladiator. Big back. Big ass. We got a shield there, and is that? No, it's that. Okay, that's a machine gun. Okay, man, let's go. I'm excited, but I don't want to talk too early. Oh, the frames are low.
Alright, son. Fahad wants us to run the Centurion through its paces to see how it does.
Like, when I say the frames are low, I mean they're below like 70, 60, I think. Around 60. And I can feel that because of my monitor. Some of you might say, "Oh, that's just."
He spent months getting it operational.
You're just an asshole, but
it from that ruined factory
everybody has his
on it,
taste.
too.
What a bloody shithole that place was. Hopefully nothing explodes during the test, mate. I'm pretty confident you won't need to eject. No promises though, eh?
Am I Fahad?
He's joking, I think.
Okay, I'm not
Go on
Fahad.
and power her up.
Power up the mech. Press P to power up mech.
Good.
Online.
Fahad?
Sensors online.
Yeah, bringing up the systems now.
Online.
Okay, armor and structure display up. Weapon systems up. Tactical display up. Everything looks good to go.
Let's go, baby.
Keep in mind there's parts on that mech that are at least 200 years old. So ease it forward slowly and we'll see how it goes. And don't forget to hit the brake once you're clear of the hangar.
How does this work? Like, press X to brake.
Look at her go, eh? That's my girl. She's a beauty, isn't she?
Yeah, bro.
Certainly is.
I should take that word out of the vocabulary.
Engage reverse throttle and navigate into the waypoint I've set up. Use your tactical display to see where you're going.
Okay.
Nice work. Now revert to your drone cam.
How do I do that? And the third person view.
Let's go ahead and do a left-right rotation test.
Okay. I'm like, this is, I think it looks better like this, but this is like realism, huh? Realism, yeah. Okay.
Okay, now let's make sure the torso is working properly. Try looking around in all directions.
Left, right, up, down. Okay, I think I did it.
Good. As you can see, the torso rotates independently from the legs. Your direction of movement, therefore, may differ from the direction you're actually looking. If you check your tack screen, you can see your current leg orientation is represented by the dotted line, and your torso orientation is represented by the cone. Go ahead and try auto-aligning the torso with your legs. Excellent.
Okay.
Now move your torso to the left or right. Then try aligning your legs with the torso this time. Looking good. The mobility course is next. Show me how fast you can get through those turns while still hitting each of the waypoints.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so yeah, let's go then. Why? Ah, it just stopped. Okay. It's okay, so I'm just using the mouse and then I press F to rotate the torso automatically, which is interesting. Oh, I missed that one, okay.
Nice work. The Centurion was made to have a good balance between speed and firepower. All we have to do now is find out if the weapon systems work.
Oi, what do you mean if the weapons work? You know how long I've spent stripping each one of those components and putting them back together again? They'll bloody well work, mate.
Okay, I might need a higher sensitivity right now. So it depends if I'm outside, but if I'm outside it doesn't really matter because there's no combat, I think, if you're outside. Let's see if I crank it up a little bit to 30, for example.
You heard the man. Let's go shoot some stuff. Follow me. You know, back when I was your age, I once slammed the hunchback I was piloting right into my instructor's javelin. Oh man, was he pissed.
Captain Mason.
Yeah, go ahead, Rihanna.
Thought you'd want to know that all repairs to the Leopard have been completed. We're now space-worthy and ready to take on our next contract. How's the kid faring?
Huh. He's a natural, just like his old man.
I see humility is still in short supply, as usual. Just don't break that mech. We need it in full working order.
Okay.
Weapon systems are now online, gents. Be gentle, hey?
Always, my friend.
Yeah, right. That's a load of bollocks, isn't it?
Alright, I've mapped the autocannon to weapon group 1. You're free to fire whenever you're ready.
I think I'm in love. Okay, it has a cooldown.
Remember to manage your reserves. You run out of shells in the middle of a firefight, it could be your last one. Lasers are mapped to weapon group 2. Fire them when ready.
Wait, what? I have to keep it pushed? Oh, okay. So I look.
Alright, that's good enough.
Okay,
those
that's...
lasers generate significant heat. You can see the temperature readout next to your armor and structure display. All weapons generate heat when fired. You overheat your mech during a firefight, and it could trigger a shutdown, so keep that in mind.
Keep that in mind, boys.
Fun stuff. Long-range missiles are set to weapon group 3. The target lock has been disabled for the moment, but never mind that. Just go ahead and fire at will. Well, as you can see, LRMs don't track unless you have a target lock on something. Yep, they're as dumb as a post without it. Well, let's try targeting a drone first, and this time before you fire your LRMs.
Target acquired. Target.
Makes a hell of a difference having that target lock, doesn't it?
It
Next
does.
step is to test moving and firing at the same time. I've set up a series of aerial targets for you. Move through the aerial combat course as quickly as you can and shoot the drones down. I'll meet up with you on the other side.
Nope. Okay. Okay, let's just make sure we don't overheat. Let's see.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
I feel like I'll be playing more in the third person. I apologize for that.
Target acquired.
Well, nice shooting. Now take up a position by the barricade. Okay, I've projected 3 mechs, each with differing damage profiles. You should see them in the ravine below. Target the first one on your left. You can zoom in on the target for a more accurate shot, if you need to. Targeting and telemetry seem to be working. Note the center torso on that first mech. It's reading heavily damaged. Destroying the CT will destroy the mech no matter its relative condition. Go ahead and destroy the center torso.
Okay. Oh.
See that second mech? Both legs are heavily damaged. With one leg destroyed, mechs become easy targets. Both legs? It's over for them. Take out both legs.
Target acquired.
How do I zoom in? How do I let me check how do I zoom in? Controls, throttle up, full stop, yes, jet jumps. Jump jet. Center under, yes, maximal 90% throttle. Oh wow. Okay, you can actually set these. Wow, that's interesting. Move at formation, toggle, fire, fire, yes, fire, increase zoom. Okay. Ah, okay. That leg shouldn't be standing anymore.
Nicely done.
Okay.
The cockpit on that third mech is seriously damaged. It's a difficult shot to make, especially in the chaos of battle. But the fastest way to take out a mech is to eliminate the pilot. Go ahead and try shooting the cockpit. There you go. Now we're almost done. The battle simulation I've set up for you is the last hurdle. Follow me. You're gonna go head to head with an urban mech. They're slow and poorly armored. Perfect for this particular test. Should be a piece of cake for a pilot like you.
Oof. That's... I like how optimistic this guy is with when it comes to my skill. I feel like this would be the more realistic way to play the game, but I think it's also harder than the third view. Okay, let's go. Wait, is that guy in front of me? Why is he invisible?
Yeah, nice work. We can call it a day. The Centurion seems fully fit and ready for battle. Let's head back.
I don't feel so confident, I have to say. Oh, I love the destruction though. Yeah, well, it's interesting. It's interesting. I gotta say, it's interesting.
When we get back to the base, we'll buy Fahad a few beers to say thanks. Yeah, of course, we'll have to listen to him gripe about how rough we are on his battle.
Let's see if I increase the sensitivity. Is it easy? If it's easier to move around, let's double the sensitivity. It's easier, okay. That might help on the field, you know, on when you battle.
Captain Mason, my sensors are showing multiple dropships inbound on our location. I'm showing over a dozen bogies. Captain, I think we're under attack.
Come on, let's go. We need to get back to the base.
Yeah, just one moment. I got an important text. There you go, that's it. The sound is off if you pause the game.
Get to the base now. I'm gonna try and draw them off.
By yourself? We can fight them together.
No. From what Rihanna says, there's too many of them. Don't worry, I'm just gonna distract them. I'll catch up with you. Now go!
Commander, the base is under heavy bombardment. I've ordered a full evac. You need to hurry.
Yeah, copy that.
So what, I'm just gonna run now?
Coordinates. We know you have them. Give them to us, and your family is safe.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Who are you?
Is that really the way you want to play this? Seriously?
Listen to her, Nikolai.
research, I see. But you're too late.
Oh man, I'm getting wrecked.
Hold on, Commander. I'm getting us out of here.
Okay, honey. What about father? We can't leave father. Oh, there's 3 of them, man. That's okay. 2.5. The little guy, I feel like, is just a militia. This is not fair. Yeah, as I said. Oh, this is more balanced than I thought it would be. It seemed hopeless when I saw the 3 guys, the 3 mechs against the one that's... No! Revenge shall be ours. Good soundtrack, I gotta say. Good soundtrack. Good intro, good. Game's looking good. It gets... I need a while to get familiar with the mech. But I get a feeling it'll be cool.
Commander, sorry to wake you, but our sitrep has changed. Head to the bridge as soon as possible.
Okay, Major. That's a nice, like, this is where you sleep and there's just the scheme of the ship. That's what I call dedication. Oh, sensitivity is high now, but doesn't really matter. Oh, the frames feel really low here. What's up? Hey, I'm here. You wanna talk? Okay, let's sit face to face.
Commander, good to see you up. We haven't really had a chance to speak since your father was killed. I'm not much...
Oh, so he was killed. Oh, shit, man.
But I worked with your father for a long time. He was a good man. Hell, he sacrificed his life to save ours. I don't know what's going to happen next, but whatever it is, I'd like to be part of it. I'd like to stay on as your ops commander. That is, if you'll have me.
You kidding me? Your family, Rihanna. Or as close as I have now. Besides, I'm gonna need you.
Yes. I suspect you will. About our sitrep, it's not great news. Those bastards that came after us are in the process of setting up a blockade of the system. Which means we're going to be trapped here with a tightening noose around our necks unless we do something about it.
Who are these guys?
Another mercenary outfit by the looks of it. I don't know more than that at the moment.
And these coordinates they were looking for?
Not a clue, but we're going to find out. First things first, we need transport out of the system. That means a jump ship. I sent out a transmission right after the attack through the HPG. The message was for a long-time client of your father's and an old friend of mine. Name is Spears. He has powerful connections. I'm hoping he can help us out. Until I hear back from him, there's nothing we can do except lay low. In the meantime, Fahad wants to see you down in the hangar. The Centurion needs repairs and he wants to discuss them with you. I'll let you know when I hear back from Spears.
Copy that.
Let's see the graphic options. Not sure yet if I'm just picky or... No, the frames are a little bit low. For example, here in the panel. Okay, it feels better now. Okay. The graphics look a little bit lower. Ah, it's okay. What? Oh man, why does it look like shit? Okay, let's see. What does that do? I get a feeling it's this. Wow, this is weird. Looks so weird. Shadow, texture, qualities, foliage. Let's see, is it this one? No, it's not this one because this needs to be okay. So I think it should be this one, right? Oh well, nonetheless. Okay, so we have some damage here on our... This is my little... Yeah. Okay, let's go. Let's go ahead and talk to Fahad. Oh, Mr. Fahad. Yo, Mr. Fahad. What's up? This is tight.
Hey mate, figured you'd want an update on the Centurion. Took a bloody beating back there, so fair warning. It's gonna be a while before she's operational again. Means you're gonna have to get comfortable with the light mech over in Bay 1 for now. She's a good girl. Won't let you down, you treat her right.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, heard that before. Anyways, you know the drill. Access the repair terminal here. Once you're done, I'll get started on the work, eh?
Okay. So, what now? Repair your mech. There are two ways to repair all damaged armor, structure, weapons, and equipment on a mech. First is with the repair mech button on the battle. Okay. The second way is to click edit loadout on the next screen. You can click on repair all. Okay. Okay, now that this method will repair any damaged weapons or equipment, but it will not remove or replace them if they're destroyed. I guess we'll just go with the flow, baby. Okay, so I have total funds 2 million. Next payroll and maintenance payroll 51,000, whatever that means. Okay, paint, let's go with the repair mech. Okay, let's see what we have here. Conflict zone, boom. Total, okay, 200,016. Okay, 46 days. I mean, I guess we're gonna repair everything. Okay, I wonder how fast days go by here. It's the 27th of May. Okay. Let's see what colors can we get. I mean, they look all the same to me. Okay, this is just the pattern, yeah, and then we can, then we'll be able to, we're gonna change the colors afterwards. This is a small little mech here. It's almost depressingly small, but okay. Yeah, let's go with the dragon. So let's go primary color. Let's go with red. Secondary. How about blue? No. Orange? Maybe. Let's go with different nuances of red. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Okay, maybe not as interesting as I thought it would be. I don't know. Maybe it's the pattern. Man, to be honest, they all look kinda poop. Yeah, there you go, so you can see the dragon. Okay, maybe this one. Yeah, this, I think this is a... Okay, this is a decent combination. Yep. Oh, you can... Oh, that's cool, man. That's cool. Like, you can actually put the color number in, if you know those, and if you're like really hardcore. Okay, let's close the tab. Speak to Rihanna on the bridge. Okay, let's go and speak to Rihanna on the bridge. On the bridge now. Oh. Battle mechs. Battle mechs. Okay, so there are multiple monitors from which you can... Okay, these are turned down, but whatever. Okay, what's up? Yo, Rihanna.
Hey, Commander. I've received
Hey,
a transmission
Commander.
from Spears in response
Hello,
to my
sir.
request for help. Take a listen.
Rihanna, I received your message. I'm sorry to hear about Nikolai. He was a good man. And
This
a little
voice
better
sounds so
pilot
familiar.
than me. Sorely missed. I assume his son will be taking over the operation. Nikolai was always bragging about the boy's skills. Well, I hope he was right. I've begun working on a plan to get you safe passage out of the system, but it's going to take a little time.
Okay,
I
Spears.
expect you already know by now that
I'm gonna research his who is this
blockade
voice, because
to
he
prevent
sounds
your
so
escape.
familiar.
It's a large system, though, so we can use that to our advantage. As soon as you receive this, I want you to proceed to the outermost planet in the system. It's little more than a hunk of ice with a few leftover mining operations on it. There's an abandoned power station there. Now, I've got it on good authority that local raiders are using it as a secret cache for their ill-gotten goods. I know you can use supplies and materials for your repairs, and I expect you'll find what you need at that location. I've attached the exact coordinates to this message. Once I have a proper plan in place, I'll contact you again. For now, be safe.
And stay
All right.
strong.
Time to suit up, Commander. I've already input the coordinates. All I need is for you to sign off and get us there.
Understood.
Access home screen view. Okay, let's access it. Okay, let's see. Home, no track. Okay, what? View transmission. 27th of May. Okay. Okay, looks like this is non-clickable. So that's it. Pending transmission. Hello, command. I'm going to draw us up. Yep. Okay. Accept. Bills. Okay, it's gonna cost me 50,000. I currently have 1,783,000. We're gonna have 51,000 coming in 3 days. Let's tracked objective. Okay. Available contracts. In the contracts tab, the available contracts are listed on the left. The employer, potential payout before negotiations, difficulty and mission type of each contract are shown. Nice. Clicking on a contract shows you a description of the mission, information about the battlefield, the opposing faction, the mission's duration, the tonnage limit of your lands, and the negotiation terms, so we can negotiate. No, go, come back. I just, yeah. Review contract. Okay, we have one contract here. Potential payout 250,000. Difficulty 5. I don't know what 5 is. 5 out of how much? We're gonna see. Before you accept the mission, you are given the opportunity to negotiate the contract. You begin every contract with a base number of negotiation points based on your based on the reputation of your mercenary company. The base payout is a fixed amount the contract will pay regardless of if you succeed. Oh, okay. Oh, there's little... I'm geeking out right now. The C-bill payout, which can be negotiated, is an additional amount paid if you complete the contract's objectives. The sum of the base payout and C-bill is added together in the total potential payout below. Okay. Salvage shares are used after finishing a contract to claim mech, weapon, and equipment salvage from the battlefield. The more valuable the salvage, the more shares it will cost. So this will be more expensive the more expensive things we have on us, and they need to be picked up. I think that's how I think it works. Damage coverage is insurance that only pays out to cover the repair cost of damage suffered during the particular contract. Ah, that's interesting. It is interesting. Okay, so how do I do this? Negotiation. C-bill payout, which is if we manage to finish the mission. Okay, so we have one point here. Negotiation points remaining. Okay, salvage shares. Salvage shares are used to pick items found on the battlefield. Better pieces of salvage items cost more shares. Salvage share, and if I put this up, I get more pieces. Okay. Damage coverage. Now this could be interesting. The maximum amount of C-bill damage the employer will cover. You will only be paid out for damage sustained in combat. But like we saw, the other mech is damaged, and it was required, like, how much was it? Oh yeah, 220,000, something like that. But it was like really damaged, so I don't think I'll sustain this kind of damage right now. Anyway, this should still cover the damage, but this means I get 172,000 more money, theoretically. And here I would get only 115. But this is guaranteed payment. This is not guaranteed payment, because if I don't sustain that much damage, this means that I will get only a part of that money, right? Because this only covers the damage. So if you suffered 20,000 worth of damage, that's what you get. You don't get the whole 172,000. So I'm tempted to go with this one, because this one. Yeah, contracts. Okay, I only have one bad boy, so okay, abort, ready for launch, loading. Okay, boys, okay, we are in it to win it. Oh, it's getting dark. It's 3 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock right now. It's already getting dark, man. Winter is such a depressing time to be alive.
Attention. Prepare for battle departure.
Oh, no, we're not gonna Okay, let's land, and then we're gonna
Reactor online.
take a break.
Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Okay. The abandoned power station is located on the other side of the ridge. You should be able to make your way through the pass undetected.
Copy that.
Good hunting, Commander.
Okay, I only have laser on this one.
That javelin you're piloting is lightly armed, Commander. But what it lacks in firepower and armor, it makes up in speed and mobility.
Good try, Rihanna, but I'd still rather have the Centurion.
Well, can't blame a girl for trying.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, okay. It feels good, it feels good. Let me just go and crank up the... it's not this one, there's some... I don't know which one, but one seriously messes up. The quality here. Yeah, it feels okay now. Okay guys, this will be the first episode. I'm gonna definitely be playing more of this, and I also have other games in the workings right now. I have Darksiders Genesis and the Halo game, so expect to see more of that in the future days. And if you enjoyed this, stick around, because there'll be much more of this. Guys, thank you very much for watching, wish you a lovely day, and until next time, stay strong, baby. Oh, wrong button.